know the time we for better, we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the program Current Events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. And we where they bring the program come to you. Me your name na AMADU Esba.
And me your name na EZEKIEL KOROMA.
People don't know inside this program, yeah, so we can talk about things them where they happen in our country like now. We can make the analysis and as well take your opinion on the program and tell we what's in the go on in your community or any side where you find yourself currently. This program here, so members say your voice matter as you go send your text message or call we to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. As any other time, if you want for let family them know say this na TDN Africa Media. We there so for they bring you independent, credible and unbiased news. And every latest news you go get them from we. And we also they give opportunity to people them. If there is anything where you want to make we investigate, as long as the news gets credibility, we dey investigate them and report them na this medium here so. And inside the program current events today, we want to look at things the way they go on now we country. Now, one yesterday in the evening hours, we see the All People's Congress Party pull a letter we then send to the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, the Chief Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. And we want to talk about Sunday a little bit this afternoon. Then we also want to talk about the current high police presence within the Kotinski. A lot of people don't understand why that kind of police presence in the Kotinski as we speak. And a lot of people, they wonder, say, what's happened? Sheikh Stephen Street since 11 o'clock don't block. I mean, with that kind of police presence there. So people are not able to understand. But when we talk to the police say the police are part of the community. But we want to look at that because we believe, say, it is not the right thing to do. If you pull a huge number of police presence as such way, fumble and they see now the streets as we speak. Now, something where they intimidate people then, and we think, say, it gets something for do it. We not expect them to give you every security intelligence, but therefore make the people aware of why the police presence. So everybody will feel safe and sound in a country where we find we safe. If you just join me, remember say you watch TDN Africa Media and the program where you watch the current events where they come to you. We go for a short break. As we come, so the colleague Ezekiel will deal with me for long talk for the topic then better one.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence, all we want for sin, all we want for vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for sin without violence, all we want for sin, all we want for sin without violence. Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say vote without violence, vote in peace, vote without violence. Till the end they say all we want for vote without violence, all we want for sin, all we want for sin.
Welcome back to the program Current Events, where they come to na TDN Africa Media every day from Monday to Friday, 3 o'clock, 1 to 3 o'clock. So, and I program where they actually look into things where they happen currently in the capital city, in Sierra Leone, all parts of the country. So, any side you there, any corner where you there, any town where you there, any city you there, you get right for like give it with the thing the way they happen in your area by calling the number within the screen, and we go you go get plenty of people the way they listen to what they say. So stay tuned and now remember say for let be part of the program. Now when you make a comment, now we have Facebook page and then we YouTube, and also call on the number we appear on the screen. So stay tuned as they discuss the current events where they happen right now. Now we country Mama Salo.
All right, we still continue with the program. If humble them know, earlier on, we state say there is a very huge police presence in the Kotinti, and this don't block traffic for over an hour. And when we reach out to the police media departments, all I can say the police are part of the community. And for explain why they say, well, then we'll get back to the media. And you have to begin to wonder why we for then I country way the safety of the people, the movement of the people, get for we put on the line. You know, so it begin they make you go ask a question, say, if there was going to be a very huge police presence today around the country by the time they are, so why the police not make family they understand the motive and why they feel very safe around that particular vicinity there. Nobody knows say the police not in part of the community.
No.
But the police also know say Salon people them or citizens them way harmless. When they see some kind of huge security presence that the country, they send a very bad message.
Sure.
You know, it send a very bad message to them. So this is one of the things the way authorities then get for also take into cognizance. Whenever they know say they want for engage in certain things, then for able for updates the common populace. Because when the common populace gets understanding, say this get for happen at so time, then they prepare themselves for that. But if you just mount up a huge security presence with no tangible explanation, saying the police are part of the community, I mean, I just like, you're not able to explain anything tangible to people. Them. And like I said, almost some amounts of police presence there or security presence the way people then they see Ezekiel, for them na security concern as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, like, then go begin to want to say, are we stable as a country? What's in the happen? Why this? Why this? You know?
Yeah, you make right. And just like you say, the police presence right now at the capital city, Freetown, actually they send different messages. You know, say police then get uniform. And once somebody gets uniform, and they say, na different person at the community.
Sure.
And not everybody go close to them, except in company we get same uniform go to them.
Sure.
Just like you see where schools go on and where schools go over, you see them, then they walk up by group and with the same uniform. You always see a schoolboy they mingle with I can say civilian. Because they say, I'm saying, you wear uniform, so you know for the part of her. So now the same thing with the police, and then presence actually send signal, and to people where they pass around that area there, why we get this kind of number of police and at the city. So what's wrong? You know, why the presence of the police is so huge? You know, and these are elections moments. We don't foresee a lot of gathering. Yeah. As long as they say no one foresee a lot of gathering of civilians, we say no one foresee a lot of gathering of the police. Yeah. Because we don't know what the day after. And we know citizens that know what police capable for do.
No, yeah, of course.
You know, quick they don't send tear gas, quick they don't do this. So and I mean no one for go close to them. Yeah. You know, are they in a situation we are in? Okay, somebody they tell a story, then they argue in company, and he tell in company say, you know, they can in company go na police because you know what police is capable for do. Now if now you go meet out, you pay money. You know go meet out, you pay money. So you know they can go in company na police. So that they tell you say, that way police they are where sometimes then they between the community. We don't afraid them now because of what they capable for do. So like it scared away the presence, you know, and it send negative feedback to the people there. You know, in as much as not election term, we don't know what's in the after. So we hope that we will get from them and then try to clarify that one day why they did it and what's the mission, so that the people not go feel scared again for the come inside the central town for do their business. So you know go stop the businesses. Yeah. So like let's have need for take time and reduce the gathering because this is not election time. We don't know. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like you say rightly, Ezekiel, this is not election time. People don't know. That is why the police therefore be very, very firm in terms of making sure that they secure the state. But however, they for do that under the mantra of protecting the fundamental human rights of citizens. You know, everybody believes the police they work by superintendent, and as well they also they work by investigation, by intelligence. I beg your pardon. Nobody know they expect them for come spill out the intelligence with the nuggets. But again, police are also concerned about the mindset of Sierra Leoneans. They also have to be critical about the fact that they get a duty to protect people then. Sure. Like I say, forget a whole traffic stop. Now, a particular sport for a long period of time is quite unfair to citizens. Simply because now then time there are beaucoup people them around lunch. Yeah. Go say, okay, my left office, me I go quick na tongue, go grab stuff them for the kids at home. Exactly. Me I go get stuff them where I go able to put in place. Some I go to bank and get cash and all that. But everybody gets stuck when they reach that particular party. Because it happen. This particular situation not don't be communicated. Sure. Sure. You know, this particular situation not don't be communicated. Because if they don't communicate that, there should be a direction of routes where people therefore use for going sight on at this particular moment. Yeah. So it is against the fundamental human rights for people for make you stop people their movements. You know, so and it's quite unfortunate. You said the way I call the police media. They say the police are part of the community. Then they not substantiate the presence of the police, not a particular side at the present. Yeah. And this is what those in authority need for know. Certain decision then they own and they take them. Now therefore always consider the implications where the situation and they go get on the common man. Because always when people can come back to UNA for answers, they give out the appropriate answers. And it is very, very unfair. It is unfair to the highest degree. Because if you know say you're an authority, you for also get the awareness saying, now serve you deserve. As much as you're an authority, but you're serving. You are serving. Now, a mandate you get. So one of your mandates now for protect the fundamental human rights of citizens. And the police, on a core value, now for protect lives and properties. Yeah. And you want to say lives, now are the most paramount in all of that. Because now the lives, now they are the owners of the properties. So you get for protect the lives of citizens by making sure you communicate to them before now they pull out, because like quoting me, my colleagues say earlier on, this is election 10. Let people not begin to think, say this is an intimidating tactic. Because people don't want to begin believing that. People don't want to get a clear assurance, say, all the police want to do is to provide security for this election. Yeah. But let people not begin to see signs on the walls, like waiting the police they push to us now for intimidate certain set of people. Then we wouldn't want to see that. We no go want to see that in this country. The police get for there for protect every citizen and not for intimidate the citizens of this country. We are not saying that is why the police presence was huge there, but if any citizen see that without any notice, now that's go kind of their mind. Now intimidate them or intimidate you or what? And if anybody says that, then the people them rights for say that. Because sure. Why? You did not notice them. When I don't notice me. Even myself, when I was close to the place, I'm like, what's in the happen now? Everybody, they say, we'll just see police presence. You want to talk to some of them and they will not talk to you. When you call them police media department, they say the police are part of the community. We'll get back to you guys with a substantial information. But just creating a scene like that on a Tuesday, like this, in the central business district of Freetown, especially in Adakwati Day, you go put a huge number of police presence there. It send a very bad signal to lots of people there. I forgot to say we're not there in a police state. within a very, very peaceful state. And like you say, this is not election time. We therefore be very, very careful how we dey show itself, especially the security apparatus.
Sure.
They need to know what to do. But we hope they go down coil down that particular situation, since they don't know, say the media don't notice that. And we think it's very, very unfair. Well, let's just go block. Say you say that policeman and no more for that particular area for a certain period of time. It's unfair to the people of this country.
Yeah, exactly. So we actually look forward to the police and see themselves they minimize the gathering.
Yeah.
Because they actually they signal panic and other things. They signal panic and other things. So they call the police for make they actually themselves see reasons why, except in some cases when there is riots or there is problems, then obviously we expect a great number of the police then gather. But as things go now normal, we don't hear anything, and I don't think say that is necessary for let we get a huge number of the police step, you know. So yeah, so like we actually they look forward to them because we don't foresee people begin to run from one place or another, and the tension go kind of go in a way that they become uncontrollable. So with the access, there will be a clarification on this, and or whatever subsequent gathering of the police, may them communicate that to the people. Because some man every day for going at home, for going doing business, some man by the street they doing business. So you know, want when they come out, it gets disturbed on the way. It affects them, you know, it affects them.
True.
So something like that. Yeah.
True. Yeah. So, all right, family, if you just join with the program where you watch the current events, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you save your voice in the part of this show, yeah, so by sending you text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you call me and tell me about waiting they happen in your area now. Now that's make this program here so they come to you. Or you drop your opinion in the comment section on both YouTube and Facebook. We can always say to viewers them, you not just be the one for the benefits from the independent, credible, and unbiased news where TDN Africa Media they bring come to you. Share the link. Share the live now so that other people then go get opportunity for benefit from the information we they put out in this particular platform, as we can always the self-humble them. They are so for they bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. The program they continue, and now we want to look into the ECSL, the misunderstanding we then get with the main opposition party. The reason we call them misunderstanding now that the ECSL still not able to understand the APC party. And the APC party self still not able to understand why the ECSL not they listen to their request. So now that's make a put on that way they say the ECSL and the APC party they misunderstand. The APC party finally decide to write a letter with their address to the Chief Electoral Commissioner in the person of Mohamed Kone, where na the returning officer for the June 24, 2023 election. Within that mean. Now this man Yaso, this Chief Electoral Commissioner, now the person where advise the president on whose kind of a system of election where we supposed for all this country. Now this same person here responsible for make sure say it guide the other workers and commissioners for go by the code and conduct of the commission. Now this same man here so get the responsibility for head all elections wey go be conducted na this country. Now this same person also gets the official rights for announce who that's the na winner of them particular election they also we get for conduct. So this one grand person now in Salome depend on with the help of other commissioners, but in one in your way the team, in your way they present himself, and what he go get for say now in all this country. So the APC party decide for write a letter to her, highlighting 3 things where they say, now that's not their concern. And we want to talk about then in the day. The thing that way they highlight, as according to the letter, we don't read all the letter to fumble them, but we highlight just the 3 recommendations where they make, and we go analyze them. And we also hope that una as viewers go as well add una voice to this particular topic where we can discuss. Because this get for do with we country, Mama Salo. As much as na politics, you go say na politics, because APC na political party, and ECSL then they for administer the actions of the politicians through election. So we want to highlight the recommendations and then begin for discuss them. Continue for the watch.
Yes, so listeners, this is not the letter where the Deputy Chairman of the All People Congress, Ambassador Fode Yansane, writes to the ECSL boss, Mr. Mohamed Kone. And for that, they make mention of 6 things.
6 things, I beg your pardon. 6 things.
So they make mention of 6 things them, and then here number 1, now release the disaggregated voter register. Release the disaggregated voter register. That's our number 1. 2, allow all political parties supervised access to the electronic daily system which you deploy in secrecy. Number 3, allow all political parties across to audit the ECSL electronic elections management architecture. Number 4, provide information in respect of who printed our ballot papers, how many were printed, and agree on a custody and deployment protocols for all sensitive elections material. Number 5, facilitate the distribution of voter ID card at your various district offices as your staff are refusing to give out voter ID card to citizens who go there for the purpose of collecting their voter ID cards. Last one, number 6, agree on the protocol on how uncollected voter ID cards will be stored in a secure manner. So these are the 6 things and where actually the APC deputy leader will states in a letter for CC they address the issue. Yeah. So that's not so we go start with number 1.
Yeah.
We talk about for release the voter registrar.
You know, Ezekiel, when it comes to the voter register, if you talk to people that are legal people, then go one for say then go get for make and clear to you say like constitutional mandates and like responsibility of the ECSL to make that available to all the political parties where they participate in this election. you know they go, like, nobody know, I beg your pardon, they allude this situation into a war because politics get some amount of competition.
Yeah.
Nobody know they go first war, you know, don't determine whose kind strength you get on every angle. And in politics, it's about number. For the politician, them, now number. And then CSF know that. And this whole election is highly dependent on numbers as well.
Sure.
So how people are able to determine the number? It is through the registration.
Yeah.
Through the registration. Now people go start for determining the numbers. Yeah? Or political parties go start for determining the numbers.
Yeah.
Through the registration.
Sure.
Now that's me. Now the responsibility of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone for make that particular document they available to these people. And not just something for them for go begin the beats around. Like I say, according to the one that we get the legal standing, like that, 1 month before election, ECSL supposed for don't make that document they available. ECSL for don't make sure say they make that document they available.
Sure.
And then don't see the reasons where the opposition party, especially the main opposition, highlights as in their own concern as to why they need the voter register now. And we don't begin to hear so many other things that we're in the talk about now.
Sure.
We don't want for strike if they don't make the voter register available.
Yeah.
So now the responsibility of the ECSL for make that particular document available to the political party then. And because that the responsibility of the ECSL for do that, then for do that hastily.
Sure. Sure.
Then for do it so quick that nobody know for question waiting they happen around election business, especially around that registration business.
Sure. Sure.
For God's sake, this registration been done long term.
Oh, yeah.
Why this voter register so no go be handed over to political parties?
Sure.
So we call on civil society, the judiciary, the body that were responsible for the maintenance of we peace, and for always make sure say the lays between the parties. That is the ECSL and the APC. Then for make sure say then try for bring both parties together. When I mean both parties, that is the ECSL and the APC, for let them go able for talk and understand what's in the problem and sort themselves out.
Yeah.
But as we go, when you read Ambassador Yassane in letter to the ECSL chairman,
Yeah.
you will begin to know say already there is a question about credibility.
Sure.
There is a question around transparency. Because if we don't miss that thing and they at this time, where one party they call on the authority, we charged with the responsibility for overseeing the election.
Yeah.
And also charged with the responsibility for make sure say they conduct a free, fair election.
Yeah.
They go and bunch with themselves. We get a lot of problems in this country. We just hope that authorities concerned una go try for see how una they react to una self positively.
Yeah.
In a way that nobody no go suffer. Because we don't want to see a situation where person no go know who that for blame.
Sure.
Fumble them if you just join with the program where you watch. Now current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. And the program still they continue. Members say you self can add your voice to the program. Call me to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section as we go read them out because your voice matter. TDN Africa Media, they are They bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. So we'll continue with the program, and we want to go straight to the next topic.
Yeah, just like with the me calling down highlighted, or don't say something with regards to the ECSL and the APC political party. You know, just like we discussed in we previous programs, the functions of the ECSL. This is not one part of function.
Yeah.
You know, the need for realize say they actually there for do their work. You know, and again, sometimes it can make sense how for they keep informing somebody for doing work. You know, the person they tire for they tell you this now you work, we don't know say this now you work way for do. No, the person begin to tell you say for do this, for do this, for do this. You know, and once you allow people for they tell you for do this, it's against the work.
It's true.
You know, because people go begin put and bear you where even something you not prepare it. You know, so that make we just continue for call the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone by the person of Mr. Mohamed Kone for make actually he come and provide this voter list here because it's very important. SLBP need that one day, except in some in the other way, but they need them. You know, as well as the APC, they say, of course, they're anxious for them so much in order for check. I believe say the list not get for do it anything, but just for check if errors in there, and then raise alarm then correct those errors.
Yeah.
And if fine for let them do so, let accuracy, free and fair election be conducted in the country. Now when then they do things, then things are earlier, you know, in order to provide good atmosphere during the election day. You know, so actually, Ambassador Foley has started, he points out the correct things where we know say it is true, not to lie, they lie, and ECSL they say they know for do the own. You know, he also writes say the ECSL for allow all political parties to supervise and get access to the electronic daily tally system, which then develops secretly. It's like most of the jobs where ECSL they do, it is being done secretly, and that's the deputy chairman. You know, he writes a letter. You know, so like we want to see how the ECSL also for give access to political parties. You know, to the tally system because then one area than the way crook can take place, that tally system. You know, the centers, the various polling centers would don't give the correct center, correct figure, and it come at the tally center. And so waiting at the end of the day, the tally center they collect and puts together, and then at the final one. You know, so now it makes sense for like political parties then say them open the year kuru and see what they go on.
Yeah, true.
If now one come for this political party,
they don't say one come.
Yeah, they don't say na one come. If na two come, they don't say na two come. So I think for like transparency there and people can get a trust in the ECSL and political party for make them trust the process and they need for do so.
It's true.
They really needs for do so for give access to political party. In fact, the chairman not saying that APC no more. He used the word political parties. He said let political parties you get access.
Yeah.
You know to the tally system. Yeah. Electronic tally system. So and that's good. That is very good. So that for we get that kind of results where nobody no use other thing for add day or nobody no use other thing for reduce them. You know. So if we get a representative by the political parties into the tally system, I think that one is beautiful and good. And we just play on the ECSL for actually pave the way, let them provide within the request or within the APC request for, because this is very good for the outcome of the elections be well organized. Yeah. So like when they say the APC they try for make them give a fair play into this 2020 June 24 2023 elections. So we will still continue with the ECSL in as much as we look at within the political parties then talk about. And AMADU, they also see the number 3 say is allow all political parties for get access for to audit the ECSL electronic management architecture. And again, tally go down electronically, but like the APC they also call on the ECSL for still say they allow political parties for monitor the electoral the electronic elections management architecture, for monitor the election management, and that one's also a very key, because for that we're able to maintain a free and fair elections coming the June 24, 2023 elections, then the ECSL need for create a way wherein political parties self will come and do the monitoring in terms of election management. So that one is very good, and they ask that the ECSL go able for look into this and provide support, because for let they avoid grumble tomorrow and other things them. I think if they begin to do these things, they're not going to actually see say people not going to see say them bias or then they favor one particular party. So it's necessary that political party able to give access to the electronic elections management architecture. So this is very key.
Yeah.
And I believe say the small party themselves, that's like you want for being represented for go manage the elections, the electronic elections management.
Yeah.
That's the one for take part and see how the result they come.
Yeah.
If now one don't come by day, then they make sure say the monitoring team make sure say that one no more day.
It's true.
So today they are bringing another one and enter a day, like so. So like for let people actually get the trust in the ECSL, the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, make them follow within the APC then puts together in the letter to the boss. So like they actually need for allow political party for make them take part in the auditing of the electronic elections management. Yeah.
No,
so something like that.
And I got for agree with you on that. One of the things the way ECSL or these political parties now for make sure say they conduct this election also in a way that all of these political parties go feel say the whole process transparent, and especially the main opposition party. So if the electronic business will mix for this election, yeah, so we are not trying for the ECA and the political party able for monitor that particular system there. Not in a red flag. It's a red flag. And this is why the ECSL get for no say. The mandate get for go beyond individual line, beyond tribal line, beyond me party line. beyond my schoolmates line. It is about Sierra Leone that we are talking. About Mama Salo we talk.
Yeah.
So the ECSL gets to be very, 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 very transparent. Transparent to the point that even the people of this country no go get no reason for doubt them by anything. And the first people that we go stand the test of time, or we go stand as witness for them, now the political parties. Because if the political parties see say, then give them the level playing field, then treat them with all fairness, then anytime they want them or condemn the ECSL, you go get political parties for they support them. Just like we've been talk last week, when the courts been finally throw the case out, where them go to the Supreme Court after where they nominate Dr. Samuel Kamara. We see the APC spoke well of them, stating that the people that will go to them not get the legal mandate, no legal stand for or rights for go with the ECSL na Supreme Court, neither Dr. Samuel Kamara or the APC party. So you see, say once you and the political party then they on the right track, the political parties they tend for be you defender. Now them go talk for you. But if the political parties they make genuine requests and they request them on a kind of not they give any attention to them request them, it is unfair to the process of electionary. Because when it comes to election business, the political parties then deserve for be listened to, and all the requests them for be met. If not all, or most for be met. Because it's important that you listen to these political parties. Yeah. Because now they get the supporters. Now then the people that for eventually go vote for. So any misunderstanding around results we get for do election business go carry with problem now we can't. Sure. So we self they join other peaceful organizations for call on the ECSL for kindly look into these issues where the political party they also don't they highlight, especially when get for do the main opposition party, because we don't want to see a situation where the opposition party go for come back to people and say, "See what we tell you now this now ain't don't happen." And the people of this country go blame ECSL. Because many of these things that where they happen now, the political parties don't ring an yes, and then they ring an yes with the hope that una go act to them thing then they positively. But una they just left them to themselves. And it is unfair. Very unfair to the process of election business in this country. Sure. This is the first election. People don't vote yet, they're not making out. It is the first election in the history of our country. We are not even yet to the poll, but people don't begin doubt. And you want for wait and see waiting they happen after election. So if people then fears get for be allayed, then the ECSL get for do that. The ECSL get for allay people then fears. The ECSL get for open hands. Get this whole election business with openness, as stated by the letter where the APC party writes, or where the APC deputy chairman for the Usmani Yansane writes. Yeah. Openness, una get for treat this whole election here so with openness. If you just join with the program where you watch na current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Don't forget, say yourself, your voice matter inside this program. As you go call me or send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, we go read them out so that your voice could be heard. Call me, tell me what's in the happen around the community, or you get anything where you want to let TDN Africa Media investigate and report about. As long as the news will get credibility, and we there so for the bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news, we go report them because that's what they have. We go for a short break, and as we come now, we can continue with the program.
Vote without violence. TD and they say, all we want for
Vote without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
TD and they say,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
TD and they say, all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
TD and they say, all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
TD and they say,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
TD and they say, all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
TD and they say, all we want for
Vote
see,
without violence.
all we want for see, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence.
Now not the time we for better we country, we for come together as a family, live in peace and harmony. So during this election, that's not to option. During this election, we don't want to tie by division. All we want for see,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
TD and they say,
Vote without violence.
vote in peace.
Vote without violence.
TD and they say, all we want for
Vote
see.
without violence. Welcome back. Indeed, all we want for see during this election, yes, so now vote without violence. Just go Ibande, you go to your host, you see Don Safu, when they announce the result. If now una win, celebrate Safu. Because now one grain salon we all get. So TD and African media, they say vote without violence. If you just join with the program where they watch the current events where they come to you on TD and Africa media. We there so for they bring you independent, credible and unbiased news. Also you want for benefits no more from which we they discuss now. Yeah. Share the live so that other family them, you colleague them, you party them. The one day where you not even sabi, let them self benefit from the information we you get from TDN Africa Media. The program still they continue, and because we've been the rub months pan the APC the press release, we want to see how we able to get the ECSL then on side. But the ECSL tell we plain say this na something we then see na social media. The letter not officially meets them. So they're not going to discuss that. But citizens they know say many of the things that the people that states na the letter, or Ambassador Fode Usmani and Sane states na the letter, these are things where the APC party as a party don't highlight long term to the ECSL for looking to them. So we still want to continue with analyzing the 6 point them way Ambassador Fode and Sane highlights in the letter with the rights to the Chief Electoral Commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone in the person of Mr. Mohamed Kenawa Kone. So we'll continue with the points them where the ambassador highlights or the deputy chairman highlights in the letter we write to the commissioner, the chief electoral commissioner.
All right, we continue with number 4. We say provide information in respect of who printed our ballot papers, how many were printed, and agree on a custody and deployment protocol for all sensitive election material. You know, this is not the 4 points where the deputy chairman, Ambassador Usman Fode and Sane, where he captured in letter, you know, how the ECSL will provide information for the printing of the ballot paper almost a day, and then get for show say then deploy people for monitor them paper then day
exactly
onto the ending of the elections. You know, so this is very important, just like we say. Anything where the ECSL they do not for themselves, but not for the political parties, because them ballot paper they don't need them. Then they do them for political parties. The voter register list, when and all the list is not for them, not for the political parties. So all what they do, they serve the political parties.
Sure.
So why not, when the political parties need some thing there, why there is a delay in giving them?
Yeah.
You know, it just feel like we are going to hospital, I carry something, prescription where doctor don't give me. You know, you don't show me say you get a medicine, then I don't pay you down. And if you can't give me the medicine, they don't wahala. You know, but they pay you. For give me the real medicine, I don't wahala. Now something like that one day with the ECSL, then they pay them out of my own tax and for do the work when they do so. And at the end of the day, if we, the people, request back what we want, why they not go give you? Why don't they deprive me? You know, that they remind me, say, we're not for them put them there. Yeah, because if we not put them there, then it's not going to happen. Or
that's all.
The particular post, we're not for them put them there.
No.
Yeah, because if then they go on, we're not get nobody for hold at the ECSL, but at the boss.
Yeah.
At the boss now, the whole.
Yeah.
Because if we know where they go on, it don't necessarily mean that if you go sit down at the computer, you go print and know. Now make other staff, support staffs, and they wait for do the thing. All what thing can do, when I make sure say this voter list here, I want them today. Give that command there, then it work. Nobody not go stop that. You know, but like it look like say instead no they talk, and the one way they do the work, they know they do the work. They know they do the work because nobody know they for. I mean, ginger there, make the work. So now something like that one day, now the APC then need for let them include and let them provide information, the one the way they print the voter ID card, and the ballot paper them, you know, outside the candidate in face day, and almost then day, and then for monitor throughout the process, even for go left and then forget a representative.
True.
You know, but because there is all chances. Then people are balance one side.
No, yeah.
Once you go feel they go put in candidate, then they can flop and put on the steel box. Then they go put on the polling station. And with the hope say people don't vote. We go open and now, you begin to see several papers. You know, so like this is not the reason why they need a voter list. Because if you can't call 20 people, when not just 10 people register, yeah, I will ask a question, why? Who's then 10 come on? You know? Or maybe technically, they don't go count and they go just boom out and count at the tally center. Then pack all, they mix them together, they change the figure, they make so.
I agree.
And after the pronouncement of the elections, you know, we'll get time for go begin check each. In fact, this country, the sooner they announce the result, that's the end of it.
It's true.
For sale, and they go back, begin check each of them ballot paper, you know, we vote. So like now all the mistakes their political parties see, and they raise all them concerns. Yeah. Yeah.
And for add to which you just don't see, you see, when it comes to having a free, fair election, transparency now one of the things that way they determine if the election get for be free and fair.
Sure.
You know, if you look at the way the ECSL they operates, it creates lots of suspicion in the minds of citizens, especially citizens who believe say democracy will be practiced under the mantra of by the people for the people. So really, democracy they with the people. So you not get for joke with that.
Sure.
And one of the people that more they show say democracy the flow in our country. Now when you allow a free political participation by political parties, allow them for participate, and no secrets not for hide upon them.
Sure.
I mean, me know have officers say political parties go begin the ask say the need for no ordinary contractor where they do the ballot papers. But then for the part of, if they're not so the negotiation really, but then for the part of any bidding process,
sure,
for approve, then for the part of the body where they approve say, well, maybe Lord go with this person. I mean, for sake of transparency, in my own view, that's not just my own opinion.
Sure.
You know, that's not just my own opinion. But again, it very important for the fumble them the note say you know they take black clothes, you cover around with the oplats, people in the see what's in the under the black clothes. It's not possible. So ECSL get for is that black clothes there. Let all man see what's in there.
What's in the inside? Especially
the political parties. So the detail of the person who get the contracts for printing ballot papers, and me not even feel say it is something when political parties there for request for. Now something where the ECSL hot for give an update about with all information for involve them at the bidding process, because this is not the final part of the election now, so we don't reach.
Sure.
Because now the ballot paper that we get for use for cast the vote. And now the same ballot paper that they get for count for determine the result where would they get for would I get for be with next president, would I then get for be with next parliamentarian representatives. We get for now get for determine would I then get for be now we heads of local council. So we get for really see how best we go work in a very transparent manner as a country. And the key people that wait for sure that they do by now at the ECSL.
Sure.
You know, for even wait for let political parties they request for say, oh, we need to get the detail about this person. Many times you go on for work in collaboration with the political parties. So doubts not go there. But already you don't begin to get doubts.
Sure, Amanda. You talk one thing where I pick up.
Yeah.
And it actually makes sense. So it's something that really happen now. You know, when they happen, now ECSL or we electoral system.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing is, of course, we get new say people that get for go Hajj, and most likely they're not get for him for meet up the elections.
Yeah.
We are in the ECSL is consulted and prepare for vote.
Okay.
You know, so for votes, not another issue.
Yeah.
Now, political parties actually they believe them if the people are cast a vote, that them votes are going to be secured onto the term for election. This is not the question where they ask, you know. So certain things in there, we know say impossible, not even introduce them.
It's true.
Just bypass them and go. You know, because once you introduce them, people they begin class, you say na so it is, na so it is. So actually, you know, go tell well. For say just half of the people them vote, and because they want to go and they during the elections, no, you don't go believe that one day. So the best way, make them go. You know, or after elections, when I go see, or these are all things away. I mean, even though they forgive it them for votes, but these are all things away we need for they gather around. People can get for go votes. We need, the government need for see reasons on how for fix a day for elections in order for pay respect. So the Muslims will get for go to their Hajj. You know, that's not the other thing. You know, and he also mentioned about the ECSL for actually allow the political parties, because now they no more they work together.
Yeah.
Yes. Now they no more they work together. The security sectors now we allow they need them. More like the political parties and the ECSL and the PPRC, then three body there, or then different then people there. Now they no more get election.
Yeah.
You know, we the people we they go and cast the vote. You know, and now themselves they take we vote them, begin mix up and begin mix so, begin turn and so, begin chair and cancel land.
Yeah.
We not just na yip no more they go yiba. But then people are not the same one they cause trouble. You know, you see in the case of this parliamentary elections, so we happen the peninsula. You see that they go take the bus in Nakan. Like say na go buy. So you see, and we check not to the one that we vote. Now themselves whether na ECSL somebody now or na political party, now they no more they cause problems. So the problems not politics, then ECSL, PRC, and then political parties there. And they get the issue when it comes to elections. You know, so we actually want for say there is a clear playing field for this conduct of the 2023 elections.
And before we move to the next line, I just want to make comments on the people that wait for votes. We then see them for votes before then they go for the pilgrimage for the Mecca Waka.
Yeah.
I mean, then we fumble them the way they go. Yes, then gets the rights for votes, especially when they not get for the votes in the country during the time where they vote. But we know say this not only happen. And then this are some of the reasons why they ask the ECSL boss why they decide for go by the calendar with we now in season 10. And according to that the presidential circle at which they elect the former presidents with. So based on that, make them just get for organize the elections in June when are in the season. But now coming to the people that really go Hajj, you get a set of Sierra Leoneans. We I think say themselves now key contributors to the economy. And then but they not give them the advantage for votes. And they refer to we fumble them na the diaspora. And we all know what's in the diasporans then they do. So giving opportunity to a set of citizens to say, okay, oh no, let me not register. Now then they travel and they go for something, so therefore votes. To me, equally important so that then starts for think about giving opportunities to people that were outside the country for votes. Equally important for say also, Sierra Leoneans then they will be don't register for votes, but then they're across the globe now.
Yeah.
They're equally important for let them also give the opportunity for let them say vote suicide and they.
Yeah.
Because then be registered.
Yeah.
So then therefore they consider that. And now there is going to be doubt with any result will come out from that vote the way then people are also supposed for vote. Because what happened? Today the people are not see it, the political party they not get the votes are registered yet. And now one of the things and then the way the political parties they reference. Say if you not say okay, we want for the people then vote before then they go. But now we get the voter register already, so we go know how many people get for votes.
Huh?
But now the people don't even know how many people they get for we get for go Hajj, we get for votes. Would there be an overvoting? Now to say all who that get for votes in this process, now people that way they go Hajj?
Another question. No?
Now another question again. Because the art projects, it is in two phases. You have the government funded and you have the private funded people. So, who then they go? You answer that the government funded, then no more they vote before then they go, or now the private funded on a boat. So the mixed feelings around the situation there, now it is important for let the ECSL make the documents there where the political parties, especially the main opposition party, they request for, available within the shortest possible time. Because the last time, they say them, don't do all what them for do. Don't find them contractor, wait for print the documents and make them available. But how soon? We barely have about 2 weeks to election.
Yeah.
We barely have that. So as a country, if we serious about changing with political trajectory, based on the fact that we want for work, law gets an election, we will maintain the peace and stability of this country, the ECSL. The ECSL. The ECSL. Now, 3 times I call una name so. That means say, una get beaucoup for do in order to make sure say, this election, nobody no go get doubts for question the results una go get for announce. And now una for make that a priority. Man, no wait, say waiting go don't smell. Then una begin to tell Fambule and say, if I don't know. Fambule, remember say, yourself can put your voice in this program here, so make you get your opinion. Just call the number where they show on the screen, or you send your message to that number there, or you drop your comments now in comment section on both Facebook and YouTube. Share the live. Share the live so you other party there, you colleague them, you fumble them. You party your own party there, then self go to follow TDN Africa Media. As we always do, I have to bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. We'll go straight to the second to last point with the highlights.
Yeah, the 5th point says, let the ACSL for facilitates the distribution of voter ID card at the various district offices them.
Yeah.
Where the staff refuse or then deny the one the way they go take their card there. Where the reason now for go collect the ID card, but when they go there, when citizens or Sierra Leoneans then go there for go collect their card there, the ECSL staff know they give them the card. So
quite unfortunate.
Yes, so the APC also raised concerns, say the need for actually facilitate that one day, so that then go give people them. Now they say if you don't get your card, go to the district office, go for your card. Now where people then go there now, it's on hala. So which side people go collect the ID card again?
Well, Ezekiel, I could tell you plain say, would try for see how we able to take first text of text messages at the program very soon. That's why I did try for connect. Sorry if me it bow. So, Ezekiel, back to the topic of discussion. You see, this voters ID card distribution, that's something again we get very, very grave concern. And now one of the things then we begin to make plenty people lost confidence in the whole election process. One, you think about how the ID card come. Secondly, you think about the education we've been there around the distribution of voters ID card. And the challenge will also be there around the collection of ID card. Some people go to centers, where then go na their face, then the ID card, but not to the name. Some people go, then give them the ID card, na the detail they, but not to their face they. Some people go, a name AMADU Bai, you go put AMADU Bai. Some people go, something the address where they put, na different thing. The information then where them put for Boku people there.
Box up, mix up.
Mix up, box up. More put that way.
Okay.
And then still expect say the people then go get scourged. I think we get somebody they call we at the program and we go on for take that particular call day.
Yeah.
We go on for take that particular call day at the program today. From them on a hold on. All right, from them we still continue with the program, and like I say, we will get call. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to the program. Current events. You want to tell them your name and who's you call from, please?
Yeah, I'm named Musa. They call from Holland.
Okay.
The salon business, salon issues, salon election. We don't even know what in the go on in our country. You know, the people and they see what they happen. We let them put things in place because you know we get family there under. You know, one like anything happen because we see what in the go on because all this good happen. Man be hand for all this stuff here. So if you don't know what they do, let try set this and law forget for this thing. Because the more they taught this thing tomorrow, because we already said they get what's up, you know, on the 12th. So we don't even know what's going to happen. You know. So you know really easy. You know, family they under all this stuff you know, let people take time and learn. Family did it and learn. You know, so I'm young concerned to watch the program and y'all go bless alone. I'm ready to do, you know. Yeah, I'm young concerned to program this. Yeah.
All right, we want to tell you plenty thank you for what you call at the program and continue for the Watch TDN Africa Media.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah,
most welcome. All right, fumble them. That's now one part we lucky caller them. We call from abroad and they're making inputs based on the thing that we will discuss at the program. Members say this is the current events where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Feel free for call me to the number where they shown on the screen, or you send your text message to the number where they shown on the screen, or you drop you comments now with Facebook and YouTube page. We go make sure see your voice be heard in this program. And today we don't get with first lucky caller. Now we program EZEKIEL. How does it feel? How you look like?
I think I feel good because that don't show say TDN on the begin to capture the minds of the viewers them. We want to really watch we live, and they don't grow interest in the programs them. And I believe say with time we'll get to be disturbed with calls.
Yeah.
And that will even affect the programs in order for prolong them. A lot of them will give space to people for call and make them views.
Yeah.
So I think this caller deserves praise by TDN, and we actually tell him thank you for what he say. And he comments say Sierra Leone we not actually don't know what they gone.
Yeah.
Surrounding the elections.
Yeah.
And he mentioned with presidency some of these things he know which they gone. And he corrected it to some extent because if you see how things go, the man not even talk, some of them tell where they come, you know, they see, they respond, you know, something like that. So I think congratulations to the first caller.
Yeah.
And our program current events. And that's kudos, and we want to say continue for follow we every day 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and they will bring you the current event with the happen now we country Sierra Leone and possibly outside the country.
Yeah, of course.
And so you see,
of course.
people outside they watch we and see we are doing well, and we want for just encourage again. We see Sierra within the country, make themselves call and tell me what's the thing the way they happen. So that we go make a known to the world.
Yeah.
If you didn't corner, you say, hey, now this time when they come here, hey, police tell me, no, come on. When they give you, it don't make a way to the media for them you report what's a problem. So
just
we want
support, just support.
Yeah.
We want, just like what my colleague they say, TDN Africa Media, now a media platform where believe say we forgive opportunity to the common man for able for speak. Because one of the problem we get as a country is that people not get side for vent out waiting the money them. I mean, always we they keep the mic, the media they keep the mic away from the grassroots, which is very, very unfair. Yeah. Sometimes then people are also their message then get for reach. It get for reach to the point that you for always take the mic to them and then let them get opportunity for get them say. Yeah. And that is why we deny. So anytime we would tell family them say una call and make una views then at the program, we put you on. Tell family them how you day. And then you explain what's they go on around the young community. Now all of we programs them with a give opportunity so that your voice will be heard. And like we say, anything also where you want to let TDN Africa Media investigate and report, but we deny so as long as credibility there in what you want for make we investigate and report, but we go gladly do that because we want to make sure say we put out the independent, credible and unbiased news. The program still they continue and we want to look at the last points where the Deputy Chairman of the All People's Congress Party in the person of Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane writes to the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, Mr. Mohamed Kone, we in the Chief Electoral Commissioner.
Yeah, the last point say agree on a protocol on how uncollected voter ID cards will be stored in a secure manner. You know, and this is very important. You know, the APC they call on the ECSL and for making them come on a round table and agree on how the remaining cards where they not collect, try for store them.
Yeah.
You know, you think say this makes sense. You know, we don't want to see in a situation until you say they don't thief a card there. Somebody don't go broke, you don't thief the card there. You know, that's all be a say money loss. You know, so we know one kind of thing for first time in history, we can't really say voter ID cards are not lost.
Yeah.
So now the APC they call on the ECSL, make them come in the round table, they agree on how then cards where they not collect, so for store them. You know, if now a room like this. ECSL they get one padlock and one
the political party themselves get a
the political party themselves
they sound very, very
so any side they can meet they broke, they're gonna say, oh, not only go open no. Now this ECSL ECSL go say let's go say not only now the political parties they can open. So something like that. But let there be a kind of agreement on how for really store forget what if was the location also then get for store the ID card there because I know see them boku, you know, for store the ID card there, and for also know if whether the locks are good, then I go take then ready mail locks them, then Chinese cheap locks and then go put on there, and wait if mankind just a bluff, it you open they clear all the voter cards them, and they go begin use them during the election. So this it makes sense, and I think say the ECSL need to respond to this because maybe this could be an history we can forget but who cards away people not able to get an access to. Since the fourth point, then say people and they go for cards, they know they give them. So that means say now then cards away they know they give to people them. The remaining one them then for no time for people them. So that they will be protected, you know, go leak out, somebody not go see, they inside the room there, he send her through the window, or he send her at them baluster, or any means. But let them know who side. I mean, for actually keeping it in the air.
I mean, before I continue for comments on the decide with them for keep the voters ID card, you know, I mean, first of all, try for done with the fact that they know they give people them ID card. So mean a violation of human rights, in my view. If somebody don't register for a particular process, and the person legitimate or make the person don't register, the person go for a voter's ID card, they're supposed to give the person voter's ID card.
Sure.
No, as long as the information or the documents where the person provide, you understand, they're in line with what you want to look for give the person in voter's ID card. You see, the way we're seeing them they go right now during this particular elections here, so like I say, now the first time in the history of this country, people not vote yet, they're not making out the election.
Different, so different. We don't know why.
People not vote yet, they're not beginning out the election. And that's now as a result of the fact, see, the ECSL seem forget some skeletons in the cupboard. Then seem forget them.
Sure.
And nobody don't know who are the elephants in the room. Call out and they call now, then don't begin to say now this person, now that person. We don't get rights for say that. But now that you create when you decide not for be transparent. When you decide for say you want to walk behind the smoke screen.
Yeah.
You know they walk. Because you want to let people that entrust you, with more, I don't know how to put them, but you want to let people that more entrust you with more confidence. And you don't want to let people then trust you with great confidence. You just want to create more doubts in people then. Every citizen will register as long as they been going at that polling center, that registration center, then go register. Then they start forget the voters' ID card.
Yes, forget the cards.
The one that where they mismatch their name, not to their fault, not on the part of ECSL, then deserve forget the voters' ID card.
Oh.
On the last day of the distribution of voter ID card, maybe they monitor around that peninsula area. Between me and you, I visit some centers. The piles of voters ID card when me see. I begin the one that say, if you come to the community, we say the people then they not can collect the voter ID card. Or when you count and so that you can't get beaucoup mistake. Because when I asked the lady where they in charge, she said, well, some of the cards then are one day we get for go back, for let them go rectify. Some of them now one way the people they not come for can collect it. So you straight up for get for begin they start for understand see. So many people them franchise get for be violated owing to the fact that nobody not give their voters ID card even when they work and then go to the district office then for go collect the voter ID card they not give them. And I think it is a violation of their fundamental human rights, especially their rights for take part in the process of voting. Why you go register people there, then you don't end up for give them a voter ID card, where now they give them the rights to go vote. You not send any good sign. And in the area of outside them for store the balance there, where they not give it. Let them provide the voter register first.
Yeah, because
you go say let them provide the voter register first.
Yes.
Because if they don't provide the voter register, you go begin to determine how many people really collect the voter's ID card.
Yes.
Then how many voters' ID card we left. Because the last time we remember, then give a queue of 87.9% people who don't collect the voters' ID card.
Okay.
Yet, people in the crisis, then they go for the voters' ID card then they get it. Yet, we still aware say, there are cases of mismatch of name, mismatch of date of birth or whatsoever, mismatch of photos. So,
Amadu, me after really talk me my heart actually they bleed, you know, for let me work that kind of situation and then they get that kind of pressure there. You know, the best I can do in order for solve the problems is for just meet to within the political parties they want. You know, that if any mistakes don't be done, I think say not let it too much.
It is even better late than never.
Yes, and they go back and try to correct the mistakes. For let no more, as he said, things the right thing be done.
Yeah.
You know, and this thing we see something, but like this it look like say now other side they go. I don't know actually what side they go as a country, because the institution where we trust so much in order for conduct elections, we know they see this kind of regime and they do them. You know, maybe that they send a signal say they all where they work so now, where they now, maybe they don't qualify, or we see say there is a reason. Maybe if we get a change of government, then just delete everyone where they under, because then now all the staff that waiting at the ECS are responsible, because one way or the other you get people where they work there, and everybody gets your own role where they play. For say all them complaints here, at the end of the day they able to solve them.
Sure.
So if we get problem, would they start for blame from the head, take them to the list cleaner.
Yeah.
You know. Because the cleaners will get something for do. They get something for do. So like, are they actually tormented and see how credible, free and fair this election therefore be?
Okay.
Because the kind thing where they happen and when they close to the election now,
okay,
we know they see say there is a kind of trust in the process. Even though they say trust the process, but this one we want for denial. We don't want to trust them. Yes. So the ECSL they need for do something.
No,
Then one the way they go collect the ID cards, no matter how, they forgive them now.
Of course.
What's that the issue again?
Of course.
If I don't care, go me sleep. Okay, Mr. B ask somebody, say, what if you don't lose you sleep, but you go? They tell me say, hence you register another center, and you call I think they make a simple phone number. You get your ID card. No more than get for delay. Okay. If somebody get that kind of issue, they forget his sleep because of say easy for keep that light sleep day.
Exactly.
And some man say that the rain season with this one, some man then clear off in Pambodi and all that things. So like on the process, some man go just lost her, or on the process he transfer, he lost. Then get in cases and they. So if somebody go there at all without that sleep day, but he register another center, he don't show na a name, in date of birth, and this. I mean, we now forget time for go through all the ID cards, and see say when I get the person card, because he right for like get up.
You're right. It's not the person fundamental rights.
No, begin to make things
like civic rights.
Yes, for go collect card, and I begin make some protocols where go very difficult for people. At the end of the day, not for able for collecting card.
It's true.
This is very worrisome. I don't know about it.
It's true. You see, like what's in my colleague they say, if somebody don't register for votes, now the person is civic rights. Any mistake from them voters registration ID card there also or the ID card, we have to rectify them and make the voters ID card available to the people them before the time when they're supposed for votes. But now, even when people they go meet them for voters' ID card, I swear and say, they give them.
They give them. That's the problem.
Which is unfair. All right, family, then we'll still continue with the program, and we want to take the first set of text messages. We don't come inside. On YouTube, we get George Walker. We say, good afternoon. We want to say good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us. It's a gentleman in the studio. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon again. They say, this coming election are going to be hot, hot, hot. My advice to all is look at your situation you are in and vote wisely for a better mama salon for we all. That is true, agreed.
Yeah.
And then again, Judge Walker said police should be neutral. Whoever break the law should feel the full force of the law, and that includes all party members, we agree. And then we get to Regional Judge Stone, we say, so long as no one carry out any act of violence or vandalize the police, I believe, will not arrest anyone. Then this one say, indeed, Mr. George Walker. He say, again, Regional Judge Stone say, he say, for the ECSL to be seen as independent and non-biased, it will be good for them to be more transparent with whatever their mandate calls for, in coming out with the findings for all and sundry. You see, Reginald, that's going to be very, very, most people think that they are supporting the government, independence being the key word. I have this feeling in my bones, government pressure will be high. And then again, we want to take another message from somebody else. And we get AMADU KOROMA. We say, thank you for bringing the current events of our country. We want to say, thank you, AMADU, and George Walker, Regional Judge Stone, for we don't be with top commenters in the comment section now, both YouTube and Facebook. We want to tell you plenty thank you for all that they watch TDN Africa Media, and all that they also patronize with we by sending in on text messages them when the program they go on. Una continue for the watch, and we also want to make una say una feel free for the call and make una voice them be heard in the program as well. Tell me what's in the happen, who's are you day, or what's in the way you yourself want to talk about regarding the electionary process, just like that we lucky caller do so today. He called from abroad and as well make an input. But true, the ECSL, just like waiting Mr. Regional Judge Stone states, get for try for stay independent. They need for do that. Because if they do that now, it will help them. And if they not do that now, it will undermine their credibility. And the people of this country no go want that kind of situation there, where you go carry you announce a particular result and then all man begin the doubt. EZEKIEL. Yeah. So ECSL get for change the direction where then they take. This is a time when the ECSL need for be open, treat every party with respect, give every party attention, listen to the recommendation and then criticism the way that they bring to you. Because last, if all man just they praise you no more, when thing come up bad, now you aid the whole responsibility get for rest. And as citizens of this country, all we wish for now forget a peaceful, free, fair, and a credible election. We not go want a situation wherein we not go get side for goal. And we all conscious say we not get side for goal, so we not want forget a situation we go together we come outside we country. And one of the things that we go bring problem in our country, we all know say now if people then contest for a political seat, then the one side feel like say they're not treat them fairly. It gets the tendency for bring unrest in the country. Sure. So the ECSL, they on una for make una deliver this election so under a free and fair manner, so that we go get a peaceful country during and after this election so we can.
Sure. You know, we just continue for plead on the ECSL because for now, then gets the mandate, then the Master Sabi people then for run the elections, and the people of Sierra Leone, then they expect them a lot. Then they actually they see them for serve as a key role player since now then they conduct the elections, and they want to see say the elections be credible and free and fair.
Sure.
You know, and when we can then at the public transport, Sierra Leoneans they always say this Bentemia, they say these elections is so simple. If no more, then give chances to people for votes. the winner is so simple for getter. And it's true because all man don't aware waiting they go on.
Yeah.
So everybody's like don't aware and don't know say at the votes now not for tribe again or at the votes now not for because same village we come out or now because of you know me uncle this and no. At the votes now because I want to improve my life. You know, so now it's so simple this election for Sierra Leone. If no more they allow people for vote gently, crook no day, nothing okay for play. If no more than do this, the election is so simple. It's so simple. That's what one man talk about. He say it's so simple. And for let you get the winner, it's so simple. If no more, nobody no interfere from people in business for go cast and vote. It's so simple. You know, but like how it gonna be difficult now where I go for my card and not get it. I go do vote. So you see the difficulties where the institutions were responsible and they create. And people will not get, they possibly not get that card there, that voter ID card.
Yeah.
And they reach for the elections. You don't think say there is possibility for that person they not patient enough, it come out make it misbehave.
It's possible. There's huge possibilities.
So if no more than give chance to civilians exercising right, I think say all the process, all this complain, and this starts all they done because then give people and waiting they want.
Yeah.
You know, how you go send me name other side where not to that side I give. So that means that the people will work during the end process they are not competent enough for correct mistakes. You know, so like we actually need to do something for let the ECSL do the right way because our term they go so now.
Yeah.
We're not going to better term again. And now the APC don't pull up to 16 them.
Yeah.
And the voter list, registration list, they among. The other one, then other thing, they back way, then see say, now they happen at the ECSL, now they don't dig so. So we're not going to know what again after. Then why we get for come again after that.
Yeah.
You know, and many things they on, and many things where they unfold with regards to the election. You know, so like we want for to say the ECSL fully step in and try for correct some of them in there. You know, I believe so then get some communications and get them PR system. So we will come and tell public say, the public say, no, this is not the thing, this is not the thing. You know, but like if we they talk no more, like saying sorry for the language, not to people in day who they talk to or people in they at all. You know, some everything they are. They no go and I go and when I come and do what I get for do, people forget them. Not for just keep on waiting, this start to make. Sometimes again, this book business, it one out. Because if not possible, no land book, if not something, if not tell yourself you only close care goes sooner, you know, say okay, wait for him for that, I read the book. It just make pass the way and call sooner. But like them book and pass again for go sit down first, make this start. The delay matter, so now make something. You for actually work hard. Work in team and say when I able for solve some of them problem there.
True.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
True. I mean the ECSL gets a great role for playing this.
Sure.
And we also want for Rob Mott Small, PPIC, then show reports on the Sierra Leone political campaign. We want for talk about small because we know say the political party regulatory commission, I beg your pardon, now the commission we responsible for regulate the activities of political parties, ranging from registering as a party, and they also get the conduct then, and the own code of conduct as to how they want political parties then for carry themselves. And so they can look into the activities of political parties or political activities. And so then don't do the survey and then finally pull out a report we then put out. Say, according to them, they explain how the political scenery in the country. My colleague EZEKIEL go read a part of the news and then we go analyze them as well.
Yeah, the PPRC don't pull reports on the political campaigns. The 10 days of the campaign since the time when political parties start, and these are some of the things, incidents that were happening surrounding the campaign, and the PPRC come for understand say one incident be happen na a Bond district where they are, let's say, one of the SLPP supporter began for create stop to the APC campaign activities where they go on in at the Bond, and that's then come up. And another incident again will happen. Now the one way we call number 91, where members of the SLPP they report say they go take then go chair some banner them and then chase them out, and when the SLPP when the APC see them and then chase them out, so they say run and find safe place so that they don't go harm them, you know. And so far this are some of the things them way like the PPRC. And so I will just read this one, that the PPRC remains vigilant in monitoring and the conduct of political parties and urge them to engage in constructive dialogues while refraining from action that could undermine the democratic process. So you see, after all the incidents that will happen, then assure the people and say they will continue to monitor the elections and see say they're able to figure out, engage with the stakeholders and see say the campaign elections go normal, you know. But the two major incidents happened at one district when I can say a stronghold of the SLPP, where we see the day for APC then campaign, we see the one pande Chairman Day, according to the reports, and the Stoneham and Bleedham, and that's they actually disturb the activities during that moment there, where everything got to stop, without they move about and stop, try to see how they address that issue there, you know. That's one. The other one where happened again number 91, where the SLPP they say the same thing, where they believe say some of the members would share APC them banner, then they say chair you know, something like that happened. And so the PPRC, of course, then we don't go engage stakeholders number 91 with regards to that, and say they no go do them. Because some of them things they start from above, you know. They cannot to the one way they for use for go implement the thing. So like when they go then engage stakeholders, and I believe say it was fruitful. So for now, out of the 10 days where campaign business don't they go on at the country, PPRC find out say violence can go on, even though I can see a trial because they ban street campaigns.
Yeah.
But this one, where they still, when they do so now, you still get some blunders around the campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm well informed them. No, I mean this is an election period, so that is why most of the time I will sit down and I will get for talk on the thing that will happen around election business. That now within the Political Party Regulation Commission puts out, which reports to campaigns we been don't start 2 weeks ago, and we see say the political parties all man getting on day for campaign. But of course, this is not a campaign with violence free. We all don't see several indicators don't show themselves that there are going to be possible violence them during this election. See what happen about. see what happen